what the fuck is up with people having a problem with negative reviews?
I've grown real tired of...
I'm not gonna, like, if there is one YouTuber that I felt as if is, like, uncancelable because he just does the most PC shit, he just seems like a nice dude that be minding his own fucking business, it is MKBHD. But just this whole arc is just so weird. Like, I've watched MKBHD videos before and he's given bad reviews before. But the fact that this has become a big thing, I don't know.
People complaining about reviews. So now I'm going to complain about them and complete this Ouroboros of whining. It's become a somewhat heated discussion on Twitter about negative reviews sinking companies and how it's morally wrong to do so.
Yo, you know Moist been in the game for so long. When he got that OG YouTube plaque. Low-key, the OG YouTube plaque. Not even low-key. The OG YouTube plaque looks so much better, dog. Like, that shit used to be big as shit. Nah, bro. I need the old YouTube plaques to come back, man.
Which I never thought I'd see the day where you'd have random people being these corpo, like, PR punching bags where they will fight their battles online. So even when a product is objectively horrible, these barnacle-brained weirdos will come out of the woodwork to just try and shame you for pointing out that something's bad. How could you say that this product from multi-billion-dollar company is not good? What do you do? It's gonna get better, obviously. Just buy it and be happy. What do you do? You're pushing people away from buying it. Think of all the people that worked hard on this. No, just go buy it. What you buy? Consume and be happy. How could you possibly say it's bad? That kind of thing. It's so infuriating. Like, it's weird to be at this point where people feel like an allegiance to companies so much so that they will actually make their whole identity around them and fighting for their honor. As if it's their profession. Like, we see it a lot in gaming, like Xbox fans and...
2K gotta be the biggest example, dog. 2K... We did... and I'm not gonna act like I don't contribute to the problem, because I buy 2K every year. We dick eat 2K so much. Because they know they have a monopoly on this industry, that we just gonna buy the game every single fucking year. And they get away with bullshit every single fucking year. I'm tired of the discourse. I'm not gonna lie. Are y'all buying 2K this year? I feel like it's just tradition at this point to buy 2K. That's my thing. And again, that's probably why I'm a part of the problem. But nah, the days, this might be, and I've said this for 2-3 years now. This may be the first time where I'm not gonna buy VC though, for real. Like, I'm gonna just buy the game to play now. I'm gonna buy the game to get the updated roster so me and Sage can make rebuild videos. But that's it. That's it. I ain't gonna lie. Is it coming to PS4?
Sony fans fucking constantly waging war against each other. But even outside of those two lunch tables throwing tomatoes at each other.
Hey, are we still calling PS4 current gen? Or is PS5 current gen now, bro? Because I swear to God, the transition to calling PS5 current gen, it took a long ass time. And hold on, y'all still saying hell no? Hell no to what? Hell no to what? PS5 is current gen? About damn time, dog. It's been 4 fucking years. Imagine calling PS4 next gen in 2018, dog. Or not even 2018. Yeah, 2018.
It's become huge in the tech sector, specifically with AI. So, I think most of you know what I'm talking about here because the biggest topic has been Marques Brownlee's recent coverage of 2 awful products. This was the first one, and this was the biggest tweet that blew up and really started the conversation a couple weeks ago. And it's about this video posted by Marques Brownlee about the Humane AI pin, which he calls the worst product he's reviewed so far. It is a pile of shit product, though. It is horrible. And the tweet says, I find it distasteful, almost unethical to say this when you have 18 million subscribers. Hard to explain why, but with great reach comes great responsibility. This
hard to explain why? If you about to say some shit like this, you gotta explain why. I don't give a shit how hard it is to explain. Hard to explain why, but with great reach comes great responsibility. Potentially killing someone else's nascent project reeks of carelessness. First, do no harm. First, make a better product. How about that? How about that? Like I said in the previous video, dog, I think you can definitely get away with a lot of bad products out there if you got good marketing. And if it wasn't for bad reviews, you can just get away with it. People will just eat it up if people don't actually know the truth. So in that sense, once the truth actually comes out, your shit is killed. Not necessarily because of the bad review. It's just because the truth finally comes to light that you got an unfinished product. You're using bad quality materials. And that shit is actually fucking trash, despite all the marketing that wants to make it look good. I'll say it right now. I don't give a fuck if the bad goes away. Prime tastes like shit. Prime tastes like shit, dog. And if objective reviewers did not come out and give their reviews on Prime, and it was just all of fucking Sidemen and the Paul brothers just promoting that shit and making that shit look like it's the best thing in the world, motherfuckers would have just ate that shit up. But someone needs to come into the space and tell the truth, dog.
This goober unironically had the chutzpah to drop a Spider-Man line here, fucking pulling into the sage wisdom of Ben Parker. It's a tech review, dummy! Like, what do you mean? He continues, potentially killing someone's nascent project reeks of carelessness. First, do no harm. Do no harm? He's a tech review channel, not a doctor. What are you talking about? This man's actually shedding tears. Won't somebody think about the billion-dollar corporations? For goodness sakes, for crying out loud, no one cares about the companies.
I do say, though, it does says a lot about viewers that a review can be taken as truth so much. You know what I'm saying? Because a review should ideally just be someone giving their experience and thoughts on a certain product or thing. You watch that shit and you make your own opinion based off of what their experiences are. I do think it's a little bit dangerous, the fact that certain reviewers, I don't know, because they earned that trust, though. You know what I'm saying? They earned that credibility. So I can't even blame them for it. But I'm just being cautious on hey, let's just eat up whatever X reviewer says.
Anymore. What a world. We used to be a proper society. This man's going on this whole spiel over him giving a scathing review to a trash product. And it is a scathing review, but it's also a super fair one. The whole point of reviews is to educate the audience on the product so they can make an informed decision on whether or not that's worth their hard-earned money. And in the case of the AI pin, the Humane AI pin, the answer is a resounding no from anyone with a functioning frontal lobe. It's garbage. It's fucking fish paste. For those that don't know, the Humane AI pin is an AI assistant that you snap onto your shirt and you can like ask it questions, but it has such limited features and it's not good at anything it does. It turbo sucks. It's also abominably slow, so if you ask it a question, there's a good chance it gets it wrong, A, and it also takes a long time to even give you an answer. You're probably better off writing your question down on a piece of paper and mailing it in to the authorities to have them mail back the answer, because it'd probably get there faster than the Humane AI pin would be able to find it for you. It is just worthless. It's like if you slapped on Microsoft Clippy from the early 2000s, but at least Clippy had a fun personality and it was goofy to mess around with. This thing is just a $700 headache. It is only useful in a world where smartphones didn't exist. Your phone does everything the Humane AI pin is supposed to do better. So there's just no reason why you would ever buy one. And Marques Brownlee points out all of its shortcomings and says it's just a bad product overall, that it doesn't really do anything that makes it worth the price. And this guy has a conniption about it for some reason, and he starts fighting about the morality of giving a bad review because it's going to hurt the company. Well, you know what hurts the company more than a bad review is a bad product. So just make a better product. It's a pile of shit. And so you deserve to have bad reviews. That's how that works. But that whole negative review drama got so big on Twitter.
I think this started with Keith Lee last season, dog. Not last season. Last season's crazy. But nah, the criticism towards like top tier reviewers and their impact in said niche or industry, I personally started seeing that conversation when it came to Keith Lee. The idea that Keith Lee can either make or break a business with the review that he got, that really started with him. And the fact that that whole conversation has made it to the tech industry is just so fucking crazy. Because Keith Lee isn't even like the first food reviewer. He's not even the first. MKBHD is probably not even the first tech reviewer, but for some reason, motherfuckers want to be on dick when it comes to those two.
That Marques Brownlee even made a response to it called "Do Bad Reviews Kill Companies?" And it's a really great response. I thought this would bury the conversation, but how wrong I was. I underestimated the brain rot on Twitter because Marques Brownlee posted another video recently, which again tears into another bad product called Rabbit. And again, Twitter did what it does best. It enters into the fucking stupid loony bin here and pulls out the same takes about negative reviews sinking companies. I saw quite a few tweets on this video. Marques Brownlee called the Rabbit R1 barely reviewable, and AI Bros blew it.
I think Twitter is so funny because it really just shows you how many dumbasses there are and how many people agree with said dumbassery. You know what I'm saying? Because like in this one tweet, right? It's just one tweet. But when you see 5,000 likes, you would assume that like a lot of those motherfuckers like really agree with this take. And it's probably more than that because you don't like every single tweet that you agree with.
A gasket. They were off their gourd with anger, but this tweet was the one most people saw, and also the one Marques Brownlee himself replied to. It says, if Marques Brownlee decided his initial videos were barely reviewable instead of posting and iterating, would he be where he is today? Basically, his point is, if people had, shut him down.
I feel like it makes more sense with Keith Lee, though, because he's doing reviews of small restaurants. Brownlee reviews $1 million company tech stuff, so it's stupid. I think it's just the idea that, like, a motherfucker got so much motion that his reviews hold so much weight that it could make or break a company. Whether it's a small business or, like, tech companies, which even that, like, still a lot of these are startups. Not every single one of these products are fucking Samsung or iPhone or Apple, excuse me. So there's still like that small business type of feel when it comes to him reviewing a Rabbit AI product. But yeah, nah.
Down early on without giving him a chance to grow and get better, he wouldn't be where he is today. The negative reviews would have sank him before he ever became the superstar he is today. Which is a fucking stupid take, and it's exactly what Marques Brownlee points out. Good thing I have never charged anybody for those videos. These products he's reviewing aren't free. The Rabbit R1 is $200. The Humane AI pen is $700 and subscription. These are expensive products. They need to be reviewed and under intense scrutiny to see if it's worth buying for people. It's not the same as a child making YouTube videos that are completely accessible for free. You can't compare these two things. And I also hate this mentality of, it's gonna get better. You're trying to shut them down before they ever even improve on their design. Improve the design and then release it. How about that? Why not just...
How would you even know what to improve on if you don't know what the criticism is? Like, what? What the fuck? And I'm sorry that all the criticism can't just be private. What? You're releasing a public product. You don't got the right to silence motherfuckers for reviewing your product. Like, nah,
just release it when it's fully done. Why charge hundreds of dollars for basically the beta? Like, oh, just to be first to the market. And then you just have to pay that upfront cost and hope that it gets better down the line. We see this shit all the time in gaming, and now we're seeing a lot in tech, where everyone's in this gold rush to be the first to the AI products. So everyone's releasing these half-baked, incomplete piles of steaming poop and expecting you to pay hundreds of dollars for it, and the AI bros are defending it like, yeah, it's just going to get better. So just buy it now because it's going to get better. Why are you trying to review it right now? Well, he's reviewing it right now because you're paying for it right now. Like, it's not a hard concept to grasp. In gaming, we see this all the time where you're getting charged like $70 for an early access game, and then the community will get mad at you if you start saying like, damn, this is terrible, it's completely non-functional. You'll have a huge hoopla. Well, what do you expect? It's early access. How could you possibly say that? It's just going to get better. It's the beta. This is literally 1984. It is actually just going to get better. It's early access. I mean, you paid $70 for it. You have a complete right to say, like, hey, this sucks. I can't play it. You paid money for it. It doesn't matter if it gets...
Let alone $700 too. Let alone 700 too. It'd be one thing if and I wouldn't even think it'd be one thing. If Marques Brownlee was reviewing an $8 product, the backlash would not be this much. But it's the fact that this dumbass company has the gall to charge $700 in this economy for some bullshit.
Gets better down the line, maybe. It's not like you're paying $70 for this idea in the future. You paid $70 now. And if it's bad, you can say that. And you can point out all of its shortcomings. It's a super easy concept to grasp. If you don't want people to point out problems on an incomplete product, then don't charge for the incomplete product. Wait until it's ready and fully, complete for it then. It's so weird that we're devolving here where negative reviews are the devil. How could you possibly leave a negative review knowing that in the future it's going to be good? All you're doing is discouraging them from pushing forward and making this perfect product. I can't believe you would do something like this, you cruel, soulless bastard. You didn't even stop to consider the feelings of the company when you said those hurtful things about their product. It's just really frustrating. Reviews like Marques Brownlee's are extremely important. When you're dealing with things that cost hundreds of dollars from companies that are going to do their best to mislead you on the product, you need to know what the truth is. So having reviewers like Marques Brownlee cut through all the bullshit and just give you the cold hard facts about everything is invaluable. I don't know why people would actually want a world where all you can say is the most mushy gushy nice things about everything. It's only
that would literally ruin the point of a review. If MKBHD just dick sucked every single product that came across his table, I would not watch MKBHD. He would actually not hold as much weight as he does. Because if you just dick suck everything that comes across your table, you are not a reviewer. You are just a promoter at that point. You are just Mr. Brand Deal. That's what you are. You're an ambassador. You're not a reviewer at that point.
Only positive reviews, that's not helpful to anybody at all, except the companies. But anyway, I guess this is the new norm now, where anytime Marques Brownlee makes a negative review on a product, you'll have Twitter melting down about how he's executed another company. But the main thing that kills companies is bad products. So if you don't make something shitty, Marques Brownlee won't be leaving a negative review on it. He's the most fair reviewer I've seen in quite a long time. So I think the best way to avoid this problem as a company would be to stop making dog shit. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to rant about this a bit. That's it. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's dumb as shit. That's actually dumb as shit. But shout out to Most for the video, dog. Shout out to Most for the video. Twitter got a lot of AI, bro, so probably. Bro, Twitter isn't real, dude. I used to be such a it's Twitter, everything's real. Twitter people are not real, dude. And you'll just realize this with just a couple days of touching grass. All the fucking conversations, motherfuckers. You will literally be out in the sun. Chilling. It's a good day. The vibes are good. And you just see, it's honestly funny. Going on Twitter while you're touching grass and seeing motherfuckers flip out over the dumbest shit possible. Having the deepest conversations about the dumbest shit possible. About conversations that honestly shouldn't even be conversations. It's actually funny as shit. That's why I really just want to stick to the guys I already know on the internet. I feel it though. I was talking to a content creator lately. And it just surprised me that he even has this mentality of bro, I don't be on social media like that. And I was like, what you mean? You're a YouTuber. You got to be on social media a lot, right? And he's like, nah, social media is just an ends to a means for me. I don't be on. I don't make Snapchat stories. I don't make Instagram stories. I'm not active on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just damn. That must be a good fucking life. I ain't gonna lie. That must be a good life. To reap the benefits of the internet, but not have a care in the world as to what the fuck the actual internet is. Nah, dude. That's a vibe.